Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Village of Oak Lawn Board of Trustees meeting. Agenda tonight. This is the Village Hall Auditorium, 9446 South Raymond Avenue. This is meeting number 2025-20. It is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, and it is 7:30 PM. Roll call, please.
Mayor Vorderer.
Present.
Trustee Desmond. Trustee Sock.
Here.
Trustee Pembroke.
Here.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Here.
Trustee Mallow.
Here.
Trustee Stalker.
Here.
We have a quorum. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we'll start out our meeting tonight with the oath of office for our Oak Lawn Fire Department promotions. Chief, you want to handle this? Okay.
Again, Mr. Mayor, Village Board, Manager Phelan, I'd like to thank you again for this opportunity. We're going to start out with Bureau Chief of EMS, Kevin Grant.
All right.
So raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Kevin Grant,
having been appointed to the position of Bureau Chief of EMS
have been appointed to the position of Bureau Chief of EMS
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook.
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of Bureau Chief of EMS
of the position of Bureau Chief of EMS
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
At this time, Kevin's family is going to come up and pin his badge.
Son
All
Cyrus
right.
is going to do this.
All right.
I also have my daughter Raylan and my wife Karen here.
Good job, Silas.
Shaking them.
Nervous.
Congratulations.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, my gosh. I'll hit you with the chair.
Chief, do us well. You got some after you.
Speech.
Speech. No speech?
Well, I didn't really have anything prepared. Like I said, I just-
Oh, yeah, you
my
can
wife
make it.
here,
You're a
my
fireman.
wife-
You
My
can
wife
make it.
Karen and my son Silas and daughter Raylan came out here. So just excited to do this and get going with the job.
Well, thank you, Chief. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, sir, we have Engineer Ryan Bednar.
All right.
So raise your hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Ryan Bednar,
having been appointed to the position of Fire Engineer
having been appointed to the position of fire engineer
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of fire engineer
of the position of fire engineer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Family's gonna cook and fit his bed for him.
Try not to hit him this time. Yeah, right.
I like it when Desmond's not.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
I can push it.
Congratulations. Would you like to address us? You got something to say?
A couple things.
Yeah.
Just want to thank you guys for the opportunity, and look forward to serving the village of Oak Lawn for the next 20 years or so.
Okay, good. I'm sure you
Very
did
good.
a fine job.
You know,
Press
One more, okay.
what's that? My wife, I don't know.
Oh, I tell you, somebody's like, dude.
Man of many words, that one. Lastly, we have engineer Zachary Saborin.
I state your name,
I, Zach Sabrin,
having been appointed to the position of fire engineer
having been appointed to the position of fire engineer,
in the village of Oak Lawn, county of Cook,
Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of fire engineer
of the position of fire engineer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability. Something like that. X marks the spot.
You just joined the police department. Yeah. Signing everybody up, chief.
Chief, can we get a picture?
Stick a blank.
Okay.
Francis Board.
Congratulations.
Sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations. I don't want to cheat you out of an opportunity.
I figured that was coming next.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for all being here. Appreciate it. I'm blessed with having my family here. My
Wanna
mom
do some?
Cheryl, dad Greg, who pinned me was my grandpa Dave. He come from a service background in the Air Force. You guys were actually on the same honor flight, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a wonderful flight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
My brother Ben and my girlfriend Autumn, and then Bob as well.
Best speech of the
Thank you.
three.
Yeah. Good job, clerk.
Trustee Margarita?
I have nightmares. I have nightmares about it.
No. You have nightmares about swearing?
Sometimes I want to. Because some of them mess with me. A couple weeks ago when we had the whole crew, one of them, she kept saying, as I was speaking, he was like, stop laughing, don't.
Let's hope he doesn't take
And
them
I
off.
started laughing. Did you get it?
Get the angle.
You what?
our Eagle Scouts.
I'm sorry.
Eagle Scout is not here.
Oh, okay. I'll
I
mention
can
it.
still go ahead and recognize him.
Yeah, I'll mention it. All right, next, we have some wonderful ladies in our audience today. It's always an honor to recognize the accomplishments of our Girl Scouts here in Oak Lawn. Mark, you want to come up here, and I'll join you as we recognize them? We can do it right here in front of the podium.
Okay. Oh, okay, I was waiting, I didn't want to overstep. Just read off your word.
Well, whatever you want to say. You're in charge.
Okay, just a little background, I met Carlota and Isabella roughly about a year ago. They've been doing a lot of work for Stuff Love besides the Girl Scouts. One of the things, if you guys don't know what Stuff Love is, we have a food pantry and we do Stuff Love Hearts. So for about 15 years, Stuff Love was started by my daughter, resident of Oak Lawn, St. Linus, Mother Macaulay, and now a doctor, resident doctor. I had the pleasure of meeting Isabella and Carlota. A lot of my daughter I see in these two fine young ladies here today. They started with the Stuff Love build, making hand-sewn heart pillows that goes to people that need that little bit of hope. Primarily people with congenital heart defects, people with disabilities, people with cancer, people going through hard times in life. These hearts remind them that there's someone who cares about them. That's why they're hand stitched. They took to it very quickly to the point where they were outdoing older people that we had volunteering, and they really set a great example. During our food distributions, we have two food pantries on the south side of Chicago by Midway Airport. One is 24/7, that's outside on 55th and Pulaski. The other one outside of a church on 65th and Springfield. They're always there to serve. They're a fine example of what people can do when they put their minds to it. They're a symbol, I think, to everybody who says, I don't know what I can do. There's two fine examples of what you can do. And at such an early age, no one has an excuse of, I can't do that, because you have people that come out. Our pantry is 24/7, 365 days a year on the outside. So whether it's 140 degrees in the heat index or 40 below, they're out there serving people. Unloading, loading, packing, and being very friendly. And the fact that they're bilingual helps tremendously. They treat people with dignity and respect. That's something that's taught at home, so kudos to the parents and to the school that they go to. That is something that is learned and it's given. So I'm very proud, as being the Chief Operating Officer of Stuff Love, to present these awards to you. Carlota Alejandra Reynosa Suarez, for outstanding achievement and exceptional leadership ability as evidenced by her attainment of the Girl Scout Bronze Award presented by the Village of Oak Lawn.
Thank you. I'm always proud of young boys and girls who give back to their community. You should be very proud of yourself. Your parents should be very proud. I know all the work you do to get to this ready.
Hey, Tom.
Congratulations.
I think he's here.
And this one is Isabella Grace Silva for outstanding achievement and exceptional leadership ability as evidenced by her attainment of the Girl Scout Bronze Award presented by the Village of Oak Lawn, December 9th, 2025.
Good job, Isabella. Keep up the good work, okay? You'll be a fine citizen. You already are a fine citizen, but you'll be an adult fine citizen.
Say it? Huh? You want to say it?
You want to take some pictures? Yeah. Oh, okay, okay.
So I'll just make it really brief. I love what these girls do. I'm a Girl Scout leader as well, but I'm also the founder of the BCA Hub. We've been around for about 9 years. We're an emergency response team that focuses our time and energy on kids that are facing different types of emergencies, whether it's domestic, fires, being stuck in shelters and whatnot. And so I work really close with different fire and police throughout the Illinois. I'm also, we do so much. I don't know. It's very hard, but these girls really were a blessing to my organization this year because we are a self-funded, non-for-profit organization. And my organization had over 100 families that needed meals this Thanksgiving. And I just didn't know how to get these turkeys and meals this year. And they just popped in and they're like, we can help you. And I was so blessed by their, enthusiasm and how eager they were to, try to make this happen for our families that we serve. So thank you, girls, so much. As a Girl Scout leader, I'm very proud of you, but as a community leader, I'm extremely impressed by what they do. And obviously, back to their mother, wherever she went off to they are a reflection of their adults, and so I'm very grateful for everyone. It's just a small background of my training. So I'm certified through Homeland Security, Train the Trainer. I'm OSHA 30 certified, and then I'm also an instructor for first aid CPR. So I teach preparedness courses from 5 and up, and then CPR classes. So that's kind of what our organization is all about.
Yeah, thank you. If you reach out to me later, I have organizations that have reached out to me with young students who want to be part of programs that you're doing as part of the team. So if you reach out to me, I'll put you in touch with
That
them,
would be
okay?
wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
again.
Very
Thank
much.
you.
Pictures.
I think Paul's here, I'm not sure. Paul Kowalski, the Eagle Scout. Did you read his shirt?
I had not.
Sláinte. Sláinte, indeed.
Yes. We also have an Eagle Scout here tonight. Paul, are you here? Thanks, Paul. Paul, if you want to step up here to the microphone, you want to bring your sister, your girlfriend? Who's that, your girlfriend? Okay, all right.
That's okay. Eagle Scouts get everything, huh?
Yeah.
Look like
Believe
twins.
it. Is there anyone else here with you?
Yeah. Come on, everybody, come on.
Well, anybody that knows an Eagle Scout knows your dad had to do a lot of work to help you get there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're looking at,
Bring him up.
okay? Paul, the village is always honored to recognize men, boys who have reached the rank of Eagle Scout. I know the work you had to do is I had a son that reached the rank of Eagle Scout a long time ago. I know the work your mom and dad probably had to do to get you to that point. So we thank you for your hard work. There's many famous men in the world that were Eagle Scouts starting out life. I'm sure you're aware of that, right? And their names, I'm sure. So the Village of Oak Lawn would like to present to you Paul Kowalski for outstanding achievement and exceptional leadership ability as evidenced by the attainment of Eagle Scout, presented by the Village of Oak Lawn, December 9th, 2025. Mayor Terry. Thank you.
Hey, Paul, you have any words of advice for other young men who are looking to do that? Because you come from you can go up there. before you go for your picture.
Be on top of it.
Because you come from a great group that have put out many Eagle Scouts in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Village of Oak Lawn. Want to talk about the journey?
The journey.
How
Well, I started when it was COVID. So it was like 2019 I joined, and then COVID happened. So you really just got to like stick with it if you want to like get something done. And that's all I could say, really. I mean, so far at least. But yeah. Yeah. Stay with it.
Congratulations.
Tom, I can't stop looking at that shirt.
I know. I'll get one.
Pass them on.
Village of Oak Lawn against reading.
Nice job. And they still went through your ceremony even on a very wintry night, too.
Oh, you heard about that? Yeah.
Yes, nice job.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, we couldn't really reschedule because it was like Thanksgiving and everyone that I grew up doing it with, you know, they were in town for Thanksgiving, so the ones who couldn't make it made it.
Oh, it was
So,
a,
yeah.
I
If
saw
I
you-
wanted, they're there.
I saw you guys outside shoveling snow to get in, so that was pretty cool. Nice job.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to public comments. Madam Clerk?
Yes. Father Dennis with a Christmas blessing.
Father, thank you. I know you're an Oak Lawn resident.
Yes, I am, and I'm happy to be here this evening.
Thank
My
you.
name is Father Dennis Zyamick, and I have a special Christmas message, okay? And in the spirit of the season, maybe I get dressed for it. Okay? So how does that look?
Oh, spot on.
Okay? But I have been the pastor at St. Catherine of Alexandria for 11 years. I had 11 wonderful years at St. Catherine. And I retired as a pastor there a year ago. But as a priest, you never retire. So I continue to help out in parishes in Oak Lawn and surrounding parishes. And it's always a pleasure to do that, but I really enjoy always coming back to St. Catherine's. That's been my home for 11 years. And I'd like to also say I like Oak Lawn so much that now that I have a residence, I don't live at St. Catherine of Alexandria, but I have a residence right here in Oak Lawn. So I continue to live in Oak Lawn because of the wonderful experience I had here.
Preaching to the.
And I am even though I'm retired as a pastor, I continue to serve as a priest. And I'm also the dean, which means I kind of oversee 9 parishes. The 4 parishes of Oak Lawn, St. Linus, St. Gerald, Our Lady of St. Germain, and St. Catherine of Alexandria, along with several other parishes that surround Oak Lawn. And what I like to do is on behalf of those parishes and the faithful, on behalf of the faithful of Oak Lawn, I'd like to offer up a Christmas blessing for everyone, okay? So let us pray. May love come alive within your heart as Christmas draws near. May hope fill each room you decorate and bring joy to those you hold dear. And may peace be before you at every meal, and faith ring through every song. For Christ is alive, the light of the world. May he bless you all this season long. So, a joyous Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Father. Thank you.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you. Claire?
Dan Davies.
Mr. Davis, are you an Oak Lawn resident?
No, sir, I'm not. My name is Daniel Davies. I'm the owner of Earthworks and Improvement Development Corp. It's terrible. I have to follow a Eagle Scout and a priest and bring down the room. But I found out today when consulting with the consultant for the project that we're contract with you with in Burke Engineering, Dan Cross, and I reached out to find out the status of our project. We've been on hold for about a month, no contact. And we had discovered maybe another opportunity to still satisfy the needs of everybody. And he mentioned to me that we were on the agenda to have the contract canceled. And I was very surprised. The last time we worked in town for the village, we felt we left with a huge amount of respect for each other. And that was part of the reason we bid this project. When I was asked by Burke Engineering to look at the project because they were lacking interest in it. And my first question was, on every project I do for the last 30 years, public projects, is where is it? And he said, Oak Lawn. I said, hey, send it over, we'll get it. You know, not send it over, we'll bid it, we'll throw some money in it. Send it over, we'll get it. Those are our customers, those are our guys. And we looked at the job, we thought, yeah, piece of cake, this thing, we can handle this for you. We looked at the time frame. This is pretty tough, we could see why no one's really interested, but these are great guys to work with. We're gonna give you a great number. I think you can ask staff that we did provide that, even knowing that we'd probably be the only bidder, which we were. We still came in with a very fair price for the project because we like working with customers that we've worked with before that have this kind of relationship. And from the very beginning, we set the pace that, listen, you guys have a tight window for us to build this project. We try to set the pace that we've got to move along according to how you guys have it set because we've got liquidated damages. We can meet all these goals. Pre-construction meeting took place. We have the records from that, and we spoke to everybody there about what we were going to do. We moved forward. Everyone has my cell number. We got going. For multiple reasons, we were told to stop. We tried to solve those reasons for the village, meaning a permit issue, so we called out the permitting inspecting division that we know, helped work that through so we can continue, so we can meet these deadlines. Some coordination with other contractors, so we met those requirements. And finally, at some point, we had no answer going forward, so we were constantly asking Burke that we've got to meet a window to supply this material. We have a very small window. Is there any news? Is there any indication of what we're going to do? And he says, no. I said, well, we have this obligation. We've got to meet it. I'm running out of time. And their answer to us was, well, all we can tell you is to submit a claim and we'll deal with it later. We have no other answer than that. So my discussion with Dan Crossan was, well, I never submit claims. That's not my reputation. That's why I'm here tonight. It's about my reputation. If you have to cancel our contract for something that's in the best interest of the Village of Oak Lawn, well, I can certainly understand that. I've been doing this for 30 years. But I haven't had a phone call in almost a month to give us any direction. So that's why I'm just here to make sure that we didn't somehow let the Village of Oak Lawn down, and I want to protect my reputation. You know, I'm not here to throw a wrench into your meeting or, you know.
Customary 3 minutes, and your 3 minutes is up. I'll
Okay.
ask you to wrap it up in the next 30 seconds.
Well, I'm just here to say that, listen, we've been available from day one. I'm here to protect my reputation. If there's reasons you can't do the project, that's nothing new. We've been around the block, and I'm a man who likes to deal like men deal, and if I'm always available. So
Okay.
we're still waiting for some phone call to discuss what our next move is or give us some direction.
Well,
Thank you.
I'd like to address a couple of the comments you said, Dan.
Yes, sir.
We've never met.
No, sir.
I'm the village manager. I believe you referenced that we are your guys, and that we have such a great relationship. The contract wasn't even signed, and I got a letter received from you that you're going to sue us for $300,000.
Well, no, sir.
No.
That wasn't a letter to sue you.
Let
It's
me
not a
finish.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
So, when I inquired, and Bill Meyer will address this, the director of our public works, I said, how is this, we don't even have a signed contract yet, and you're threatening to sue us? So, I mean, you're portraying this as a great little relationship and how everything's going well. First thing I see about all of this is a threatened lawsuit for $300,000 liquidated damages. But, more specifically to why things happen, I'll turn it over to our director of public works, who can give you a little more insight.
Thank you, Manager. A couple issues. This is kind of a strange situation. The contractor, when they were in the process of
Billy,
awarding
move
these.
closer to the microphone.
Microphone.
Sorry, guys, can you hear me now? When the contractor was in the process of going through the procedures to execute, he did not complete and did not have proper permitting. He did not have a notice to proceed, and also no signed executed contract. We follow our RWS bidding specifications, and within those specifications, there is rules which were not followed. So the village itself has to do what's right and make sure that we're looking out for our individual needs. I don't know what else further you'd like me to bring up, but
Well, and then I'll add today that I was forwarded a voicemail from you,
Yes, sir.
vulgarly insulting our regional consultant.
I called him a coward, in fact, yes, yes.
You said more than that.
No, I called him a coward, yeah, yeah.
I could bring it up.
Well, he is a coward.
We could play it for you, but again, this.
Go ahead and
This
play
is
it.
our regional.
We're going off track. I simply came to ask for a speak
You're
to give my
representing as
point,
we have this
my
great
side.
relationship, but you're leaving vulgar, threatening voicemail. That's not the kind of relationship we
Well,
want.
when you can't get a phone call back for 30 days, at what point do we,
When you
how many
thre-
times are you
when
kicked in the
when
balls
you
before you're
threaten us-
no longer a man?
When you threaten us with a lawsuit, we're going to respond
That
with
wasn't a threat of a
lawyers.
lawsuit. You really should need to.
That's enough. We've
Okay.
discussed it enough.
Well, we'll handle it that direction. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, thank you. All right, conflict of interest disclosures. Any trustee have any problems with anything on this agenda tonight? Speak now. Hearing none, we'll move down to the approval of closed meeting minutes of 2025-07, dated October 28th, 2025. Motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Sack?
Yes.
Trustee Pembroke?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Motion passes. Approval of regular meeting minutes 2025-19, dated November 25th, 2025. Motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Sack?
Yes.
Trustee Pembroke?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Passes. New business by trustees. District 2, Trustee Oliniechek.
I got a couple of things to go over. Number one, I want to thank our Public Works Department. We already know we have the best police department and fire department, but taking a look at what Public Works has been given and the job that you guys have done, just at the beginning of the year, you're over, 17 inches of snow? And we're only through 2 weeks of December, so quite a job. Luckily, it's hitting on the weekend, but I know that you've been doing a very good job at taking care of this type of snow when it's hitting. And then I just got an update that you've had 20 water main breaks so far since the cold weather's hit. So we literally go from cleaning up our yards, getting the last bit of our yard waste in on a Friday to sub-zero and 2 major snow incidents. And I know it's going to be a long winter, but your crews are the guys that work behind the scenes, get things done, and do a great job. And I just want to remind residents that your snow plowing crew will first come through and get the major part of the street done. And then, Bill, as you've reminded me that they'll come back through if time, because they are limited to times according to DOT, they'll start grooming up the streets to make them look better. Do you want to add anything that residents should take into consideration with the impending extra snow that we're going to be seeing so far?
Thanks, Alex. We ask that residents, when the snow is falling, try not to throw it out into the streets or out on other folks' properties. If they would just take the time to, instead of going straight to the street, go to your parkways and your adjacent sidewalk areas. That way the plows can work quicker, and when they do their cleanup runs, sometimes we see folks, thinking they can throw the snow out in the street, and, they get slippery conditions in those areas. But we appreciate the kind remarks as well. Thanks.
And I know that you've handled some tricky things because you went from wet snow to extreme cold, so a lot of people don't understand that your regular salt, you have to use a separately treated salt when it gets that below zero, so keeping our streets safe, so I do appreciate that. And adding to that, the water main breaks, we cannot talk enough about these guys that will get out, go into sub-zero weather, making sure that the water mains get taken care of and people's water gets brought back online as quickly as, I think you guys are between 8 and 10 hours on some of the major, that's incredible to know that there are people that are willing to say that if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the morning, it makes no difference. They're out there getting the job done. So let those guys know that we do appreciate that. From a residential side, I think it's really nice when you look up and down the street and you see people out there not just doing their houses, but they're getting their neighbors' houses. I know that there's a lot of seniors in the village of Oak Lawn. If you continue to watch out for them, make sure that we take care of the seniors and watch them during this weather. And coming back to another great attribute of the village of Oak Lawn, we have a social services committee that has money to give away to non-for-profits. And we've kind of been quiet on giving away money because we really didn't have a lot at a period of time. And this money is a bank of money that, Mayor, I think it started off of a franchise fee that happened
It was a donation from the cable companies back in the mid-'70s for right-of-way in our alleys. The money had to be used for cultural or artistic purposes, and it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, so, and the way the money was is whatever the interest that was bearing on the account would be the amount that we'd be able to give away. And there were times where there wasn't a lot of interest that was happening, and we haven't really convened a good meeting. And, well, we just had a good meeting, probably October. We just want to make sure that all of the non-for-profits in the village of Oak Lawn understand we're going to have something on the website within the next 2 weeks, Manager Phelan?
Yes, and we'll be sending it out an email via our Community United email.
Yeah, via the Community United. So please watch out for that if you're a non-for-profit. We're putting a deadline, if you would like to get in on the distribution, to the end of January, and we'll look to distribute sometime in February or March. So please watch out for that. And I just want to wish all the residents a very merry and happy Christmas. And I want to thank our Public Works Committee. While handling the snowstorm, they also put on a fantastic Santa on the Green, and I've heard nothing but good remarks from that Santa on Green, although it could have been a little bit warmer, but we don't control the weather. So, Paul, you and your team did a great job. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. And Bill, I just want to piggyback on at least 6 compliments I got on your snow work. I was getting a swollen head. They were praising me when I said I didn't get behind any trucks. We have a great village. So, Bill, you're running it. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. All right, District 3, Trustee Mallow.
Thank you, Mayor. Just piggybacking on what Trustee Olenek said about Santa on the Green. It takes a village. This village put this thing together for that day, for the residents, for the kids to come and see Santa. Santa and Mrs. Claus were phenomenal, had to deal with a little bit of the cold, but they did make themselves available for Oak Lawn that day. So thank you to them. Thank you to all the volunteers from the high schools that came out and helped. It was an amazing day, even though, it was a little bit colder, but we did have the snow on the ground and ended up being a great day. So thank you for that. And Merry Christmas to the residents. Merry Christmas to my trustees. Mayor, thank you for lighting the tree. We can now see on Raymond Avenue. That's very nice to be able to see. So, again, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. District 4, Trustee Pembroke.
Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations to Trustee Mallow and Gary Godino and the Special Events Committee on hosting the Santa on the Green. It was another epic event. I want to thank the administrative team for presenting a balanced budget on a timely basis. Great job. I know it's a huge job. Our Public Works Department for all the beautiful holiday decorations up and down 95th and the Village Green looks fantastic. The new tree. Our first responders for their professionalism coming into what's looking like a really busy season. I appreciate everything they do. And I also finally would like to wish the village staff and the residents a happy, healthy, and Merry Christmas season. God bless.
Thank you, trustee. District 5, Trustee Stalker.
You guys are good. I just want to echo the same comments. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the work that the village has done, and in a timely fashion, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's it.
Thank you, trustee. District 6, Trustee Sock.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Public Works again because it's funny, Alex brought this up, but last week I went over to the Public Works facility to pick up the Hometown Hero banner for my father, and Bill Meyer gave me a solid 1-hour tour inside and out of that facility. I met a dozen of the workers that were on site there. It was beginning to snow. I was watching the process of the snow plows getting filled and everybody coming in and out of the the facility, talking to the mechanics in the mechanic shop. Nobody, I mean, we all know, we see the end result of what they do, but the facility and everything that takes place in those two buildings over there is mind-boggling. And none of us, I don't think anybody, and if anybody has taken a tour over there, they might see it, but the amount of vehicles that are maintained, the trucks that are prepared to be ready for the snow. You got two plows up on lifts getting fixed because something wasn't working. Everybody in that building was working hard. Every one of them would come over, say hi to me. Bill was introduced me to different guys. Like that whole facility, the whole department. We talk about them as a crew, Public Works, but you know, when you meet and talk to all these individual people, and they thank us for our support and for us to compliment them for what they do. So it's really a mutual two-way street. But you know, I walked out of there, you know, really, really impressed with our facilities, with Bill, with his team, with the people over there. His crew chiefs were there. Len was just getting ready to set up the whole schedule for getting people out there to snowplow, what they were going to do. So again, Bill, thank you very much for what you do, that whole department does, and I have a whole different appreciation for it after seeing the whole works and process. So great job. Also, I want to again compliment our financial department with our village manager for putting that budget together. Again, we do it year after year, and I think it gets taken for granted because we do such a good job. You look on the news at what's going on in the city of Chicago, and you look at the village of Oak Lawn, where would you rather live? In a city that is arguing about tens and hundreds of millions of dollars and how they're going to balance the budget and tax businesses and head counts and all that. Village of Oak Lawn seems to have no problem doing this. Maybe they should come to us for some advice, but we consistently deliver this budget year after year, and you don't hear about anything other than it gets done. So kudos to our departments for that. And again, thanks to our police and fire departments. I know it's going to be cold out there, and our guys are going to be out there, so keep everybody safe, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
Thank you, trustee. We may be biased, but it is a well-run village.
It is very well run, and you look at what's out there, and we should really be proud of what we do here in Oak Lawn.
They're doing more with less.
Yeah.
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 Thank you. Okay, village managers report?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just to follow up with Trustee Sock's comment about the budget. It was a difficult budget. We started 8 weeks ago with an $8 million projected deficit. And through a coordinated effort with all of our department heads and our chiefs, worked very hard to focus on needs and not wants, especially given the uncertainty of what's happening in our economy with all of the political drama and fighting and the unknown impacts of some of the policies that are happening, hopefully good. But I want to thank our management team and our staff for really cutting it down as best they could. A lot of what we pay is labor, and you really can't cut that. A lot of it's driven by collective bargaining agreements, but there was a great effort, a team effort, and as Trustee Sock said, we were able to balance the budget, close the deficit, make additional contributions to our pension funds again, which again, for those who've been following, it's been a struggle, not just for Oak Lawn, but for everybody. Pension liabilities are killing government agencies, municipalities. The rating agencies keep penalizing us despite the fact that we're making additional contributions. And I'm really happy with the work that was done. I'm proud of the people that work here, and thank you, the board, for the support you guys give us. And also want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, manager. Now we'll move on to the consent agenda, and it's lengthy tonight, so bear with me, please. All items on the consent agenda are routine and brought forward at the direction of the Board of Trustees, village manager, or village committees, and will be enacted with one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. A, request the Board of Trustees approval to cancel the second meeting of December, currently scheduled for Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. B, request the Board of Trustees approval to waive village resource fees of $354.22 associated with the St. Linus AFC NFC Championship event to be held on Sunday, January 25th, 2026. C, request Board of Trustees approval and direction to the Fire and Police Commission to promote one lieutenant and one sergeant from the current eligibility list due to a retirement. Request a Board of Trustees approval of the Appeals and Review Board's recommendation, that was a 6-0 recommendation, to allow a side yard variance for construction of a fence at 9210 Melvina. E, ordinance 25-2066, an ordinance granting a variation of section 611-3B2 of the Oaklawn Village Code to allow the construction of a 6-foot privacy fence in the side street yard of a single-family corner lot in an R1 single-family resident zoning district at 9210 Melvina. F, request Board of Trustees approval of the Appeals and Review Board's recommendation, that was a 4-2 vote, for a side yard variance to permit construction of a shed contingent upon the use of fire-resistant siding at 10420 South Keeler Avenue. G, ordinance 25-2067, an ordinance granting a variation of section 4241 of the Oaklawn Village Code to allow a shed to remain within the 3-foot setback in the rear yard of the lot of a single-family home located within an R1 single-family residence zoning district at 10420 South Keeler. H, request Board of Trustees approval of the Appeals and Review Board's recommendation to allow an impervious lot coverage variance for construction of an additional flatwork at 10809 Georgia Lane. In I, ordinance 25-2068, an ordinance granting a variation of section 45A7 of the Oaklawn Village Code to allow the construction of an expanded patio and walkway in excess of the 50% impervious surface lot coverage limit in an R1 single-family zoning district at 10809 Georgia Lane. J, ordinance 25-2069, an ordinance amending the 2025 Village of Oaklawn municipal budget to provide for additional police and fire pension funding. K, ordinance 25-2070, an ordinance for the levy and assessment of taxes for the taxing year of 2025. This is collectible during the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026, and ending December 31st, 2026, for the Village of Oaklawn, County of Cook, State of Illinois. L, ordinance 25-2071, an ordinance authorizing abatement of a tax levy for general obligation bonds series 2009A, taxable general obligation bonds series 2010A, Build America bonds direct payment, taxable general obligation refunding bonds series 2001-7A, general obligation refunding bonds series 2017B, general obligation corporate purpose bond series 2022A, general obligation corporate purpose bond series 2006 water fund, general obligation refunding bonds series 2011A, that's the water fund, waterworks and sewage revenue bonds series 2019, and senior lien water revenue bonds series 2022, that's the water fund for the Village of Oaklawn, County of Cook, Illinois. M, ordinance 25-2072, an ordinance adopting the 2026 Village of Oaklawn municipal budget. N, ordinance 25-2073, an ordinance amending Title IX, Chapter 7, Article B, Section 94B2, that's water rates and charges, of the Village of Oaklawn Code. O, ordinance 25-2074, an ordinance amending Title IX, Chapter 4, Article B, Section 94B-3, sewer rates and charges of the Village of Oaklawn Code. P, Resolution 25-2098, a resolution approving a memorandum of agreement between the Village of Oak Lawn and IUOE Local 150, extending two collective bargaining agreements for 1 year. Q, Resolution 25-2099, a resolution accepting a bid and awarding a contract to Dale Incorporated to perform the 2026 concrete repair program, that's removal and replacement of curb, gutter, and driveways, and all other necessary related work. R, Resolution 25-2100, a resolution accepting a bid from and awarding a contract to Dale Incorporated to perform the 2026 50/50 sidewalk concrete repair program, that's removal and replacement of public sidewalks, for the amount not to exceed $41,250. S, Resolution 2520-101, a resolution waiving competitive bidding and a proposal from Senec LLC in the amount of $106,090 for a 1-year term for consulting services and development of analytical dashboards and other related services for use by the Oak Lawn Regional Communications Center. T, Resolution 2520-102, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a settlement agreement and general release from Cervantes versus the Village of Oak Lawn, case number 2025L002072. And U, Resolution 2520-103, a resolution authorizing the termination for convenience of a contract with Earthworks Lands Improvement and Development Corporation for the Regional Water Systems Improvement, that's BP8, Palos Hills Golf Course Landscape Restoration Project. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. Hearing none, we'll cast a vote.
Trustee Sack?
Yes.
Trustee Pembroke?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Motion passes. Village Clerk's report.
We have disbursement resolution number 2025-20D dated December 9th, 2025, in the amount of $14,094,119.68.
Motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Sack?
Yes.
Trustee Pembroke?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Motion passes.
And I would just like to wish the mayor a very happy birthday, which is tomorrow,
Yeah, I don't,
and to all the residents, a very Merry Christmas.
thank you, but I don't like birthdays.
You stop having them.
Yeah.
You're in
Yeah,
trouble.
that's true. I'm having them, yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, listen, good Lord bless me with good health and a good mind and a lot of years, so I'm very happy. All right, the village president's report. Kind of hard to capitalize on all the wonderful things this board has said about the village, but I need to just say that we were very, very fortunate because the Village of Oak Lawn was honored by having the actual Santa Claus come down from the North Pole with his wonderful wife, Mrs. Claus, and sat on our green and welcomed all our kids. Congratulations, Santa. Thanks for coming down. We brought you lots of snow to do it, too. So that's all I have. We'll take a motion to adjourn.
moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thanks for coming out, everybody.